Morning, brother call. Morning.
So apropos, my lord, yes, last hearings, my lord, conclusion, my lord, where the issue was some genuine human concerns, and my lord, the discussion was that something can be done administratively. Lord, I have taken instructions, my lord,
Yes.
and government is positive, my lord. What we have decided is, my lord, of course, subject to your lordship's approval, my lord, this would need coordination between more than one ministries, my lord. So therefore, a committee headed by no less than the cabinet secretary will be constituted. My friends can give me the suggestions or the problems which they are facing, which, my lord, the committee will go into and will try and see that so long as possible, so far as legally permissible, but they are addressed.
So what we can do, I mean, since we are still in the midst of the argument, after your side is concluded, and when they come up in rejoinder, or even before that,
They
so
can
we
give me
can,
today also,
right? We can. They have the weekend because after today, then we go on to
Tuesday, my lord.
Tuesday. So in the meantime, they can give to the solicitor, the and the learned attorney, the a set of ideas or suggestions which you have, and this is without prejudice to your rights in the rejoinder. Please don't feel it other way that we are.
It won't be used as pleadings or anything, my lord. It would, therefore, I said, give
No,
it
no,
to
that
me, my lord.
he has a little time. They have a little time to apply their mind, and then take a call on that. So that's one thing which we can possibly refer. Mr. Solicitor, very valuable suggestion from my learned brother. What we could do and contemplate is another thing that if both the attorney and you and Mr. Dwivedi, Ms. Bhati, Mr. Datar, we are appearing on this side, could maybe have a meeting with the council because we're brushing shoulders every day in the court. So if you can all sit together and have a meeting maybe on Friday or Saturday, and at the meeting, of course, they can formulate something and give it to you and have a little discussion with you so that the and meeting will not be under any formal color of authority or something, just an informal
My lord,
meeting between
they are
council,
most welcome, my lord. We
a
would
little
be
meeting of
hosting
just
them, my lord.
exchange
There
of
is no
ideas.
difficulty. But
Hello.
only difficulty would be we may not have ready solutions, my lord. We means
Yes,
lawyers.
I understand because you have to go to you said that the government will constitute a committee chaired
They
by
will
the
have to, my
cabinet
lord.
secretary.
Well, it's a meeting. If I just take 30 seconds, meeting is not a problem. Even suggestions is not a problem. I heard my learned friend say administrative. Well, there are 2 points to be kept in mind. Of course, Your Lordship is kind enough to say without prejudice.
Abhishek.
There are there are very substantive issues of law which are involved. Obviously, all this is without prejudice to that. This, at the best, what is being suggested is administrative tweaking where necessary in a committee based on suggestions. Legal tweaking is another system. The laws are involved in many cases. So what we'll do is we'll confer. Without prejudice, we can certainly give. But personally, when I don't think that your lordship will have any major solution, having seen the gamut of problems and the level at which conceptually and jurisprudentially matter has been argued, I think it is better that Rosh spend so much time to go on a decision. But we will certainly give this. This can be an addition. Anything tweaked administratively and helping is always a help.
Because
Dr. Puri, look at it as a one or none, because although he's saying administrative, there are substantive issues here. When you're looking at insurance, or housing, etc., these are as substantial in terms of the benefits that people can expect. That is actually the practical way out. What are the barriers which you're facing? That those barriers you should give it. If there is a frank discussion out of that, although this is being termed as administrative, this will have to translate into some changes in the regulations, maybe even law.
But
So, to what extent they are willing, to what
no,
extent.
certainly, but the word administrative I said was that many of them will require substantive changes to law, which I don't think is what my learned friend is saying. What he's suggesting is that a circular may be changed, a office order may be changed, I may be wrong.
No, no,
Just-
I'm
I'm
that's
just
the
expressing
intention.
without
That's-
thinking of what do I learn.
Whichever mode, method, or manner in which that problem, if permissible, can be, my lord, addressed, that's, my lord. There is no existing rule which
Now,
this
basically, let's come down to some example. I think Dr. Guruswamy made that the chart
Chart is there,
containing of,
chart.
or even you had presented a chart of the
Mm.
seven items. Some of those don't require substantive.
So therefore, well,
They-
certainly.
now, sometimes beginnings are small.
No, no, well, certainly.
Those beginnings could be very substantial in that
Well,
sense.
I bow down. Beginnings are small is absolutely apposite, but whatever little is given by administrative tweaking, certainly it would be welcome. I'm only saying, Malas, that this should be seen as a constructive effort towards a convergence. It may not, Malas, be a substitute for the larger. That's all that I'm saying.
But Dr. Singhvi,
Yes.
one step at a time, while the matter is on,
Yes, yes.
just to
Immediately, well, I started by saying that. We will.
to it,
We will.
maybe if there is any statutory tweaking required, depending on the kind of needs that have been highlighted by
Yes.
It's open to look.
What
at.
we
we are, my lord,
what-
right
what
now,
we
my
will
lord,
do,
not
Manoj-
aware of what we are dealing with. Suppose there, as my lords, my lord, very rightly, my lord, pointed out, that it might need change of law, and change of law might need, my lord, some wider issues of recognition of a particular relationship. Then, my lord, we will have to